Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Daqat Zaman. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome to this video, guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. Right, so here we have Sarf. Now, if you remember, we are actually going through past verbs, and more specifically, we are actually going through the Ajwaf, right, which are the hollow verbs, verbs that contain waw and ya in the middle. So, mithal, we actually haven't really kind of discussed this one. The hollow ones, yes, we are going to be discussing this one at the moment. And then the lam one, which is called naqis, we are going to be discussing that a bit later. Now, most of the changes that you will find in verbs are going to come in these two patterns. Right, these two patterns are the ones. So let's get on with it. Remember, we said before, we said all past verbs have to follow this kind of a pattern, right? The fa'ala. Right, so either it's fa'ala, fa'ila, or fa'ula, right? One of the three. So whenever we go through verbs, always use this as the basis and foundation for your understanding of verbs. And then you can start to make changes as you go along, right? So this is like I said, why it's very, very important for us to have a good grasp of the basics, and then we can move on to the others, right? So, and keep this in mind, because when we do ajwaf, right, so when we do ajwaf in the mujarrad, meaning in pattern number 1, we're going to also apply ajwaf into pattern number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. We will apply in all of these, insha'Allah ta'ala. And I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. If you do enjoy this, put this in the comments as well. You say you enjoy it, or say which part you enjoy the best, right? And I'll comment. I'll comment under it, inshallah. So let's have a little go then here. So now we actually have done two, haven't we? So we've done ajwafs, right, which actually are fa'ala, so like qawala, qala, and we've done ajwafs which are fa'ila, khawifa, right, so khafa. Now we are going to do another one, which is going to be the fa'ula. Right, so let's get this here. Bit of a different paper, as you can tell. Actually, this paper seems to be good quality as well, and I found a lot of it, so I just thought, you know what, I'll buy this one. Right, so the one that we're going to be doing now is okay, so طال. Okay, طال. So طال, this is the one. Oh, I hope this is not going to spread. All right, so طال actually is from طاوولة. Yep, طاوولة. So here you have the dhamma, right? The dhamma. And as you can tell here, there's a waw here. So this is what we call ajwaf wawi. Right, we are going to be doing ya'is before you guys ask, inshallah. We will be covering the ajwaf wawi, ya'i rather. But at the moment, we're just doing this now. So again, when we are making this, the way we are going to be doing it is in the same way. So originally, it would have been like this. So ta, wa, la. Yeah. Ta, wa, la. Ta, wa, la. And then you just make your own. I don't know if you guys draw this yourselves. Put in the comments. Actually, send me. If you guys are following this series and you guys are making your own notes, send me them. Email them to me. I'll leave the email in the description. And I'd love to see the kind of work that you guys are doing. And or if you guys are teaching Sarf, maybe send me some tips of how I can maybe implement. Right, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, send me some tips, because I love seeing other people how they teach it as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Excellent. All right, so that's 14 there, and as you know, what we try and do is try and do exactly the same as this. Now, this is a lot of repetition. I know it is, and you're going to say to me, we know this, and please carry on. But you know what? We are going to do it, inshallah. because the aim is to have this reinforced in your mind. So, you know, when the time comes, you're going to say, yeah, mashallah, the way that we learned this is just stuck in our head. You can't get it out of our head now. And until you die, inshallah, you're going to have this. Okay, T, tomato. And then you got tu. And you got na. Right, so these are them. Right, these are the ones. And then you got alif. So you got alif there. You got ta there. You've got tuma there. Tuma. You've got tuma there as well. And then we have this one, right? So, wow. But remember, this one has a dhamma for it. And then you got a noon with a fatha with a sukoon before it. And then you have tum. And those of you guys who have done my 17 lessons will know this very, very well. Okay, very well. Right, so tunna over here. Okay, and as I told you before, that the vowels are going to be affected. So the vowels from here, in Ajwaf, the vowels from here, the ninth one down, are all on the lam are going to be sukoon. Sukoon all the way. Sukoon, sukoon, sukoon. Right, the rest of them are all fathas. And because there is a waw in the middle, what happens? So you have to make a change. Right, so number one, a change has to take place. What's that change that's going to take place? It's going to be the middle letter, which is waw, is going to be changed into an alif. Right, so let's quickly do that. And I know it is a bit time consuming, but trust me, it is just going to stick. All of them, just do them all. Yeah, got a nice sound. Let me know if this sound is something you guys enjoy as well. Alright, so tawala has become tala. Tala. Right, the second rule is, as we said, over here. Now, because of this sukoon you have over here, what's going to happen is rule number 2, which is a change. And make a note of all these changes. So this is a change you guys should know by now. So 2 sukoons. So the 2 sukoon rule next to each other. And so what do? You remove alif. And number 2 is you give a dhamma and the previous letter. Yeah, dhamma the previous letter. And there you have it. So what is going to happen here? So you're going to get rid of all these alifs now. Right, so this alifs have to go because there's 2 sukoons. The alif is a sukoon. So get rid of that. Get rid of that quickly. Right, and what you're going to do is dhamma. Right, so over here, dhamma, dhamma, tul, tulna, tulta, tultuma, tultum, tulti, tultuma, tultunna, tultu, tulna. Yeah. So that's basically how this is gonna work, right? So that's another one. So now we've learnt over here, we've actually learnt now qala and tala. Shall I write this down? I think you guys understand this, right? I don't have to write this down, right? How it's gonna show. You guys can maybe complete it. So it's gonna be tala, tala, talu, yeah, and then talat, and all the way down. Right, so you guys got the idea of how that's going to work. That's something that you can finish. So now we've understood three of the Ajwaf wawi. Right, 3 of the Ajwaf wawi side by side. Put it all here, side by side next to each other. We have got 3 Ajwaf wawis now. So you got the one with fatha, the one with kasra, and the one with dhamma. Right, and so next time what we're going to do is we are going to have a go at the Ajwaf yais. Right, we'll have a go at the Ajwaf yais. And once I feel that we're comfortable with this, then what we're going to do is we're going to apply them in the other patterns, right? So we are going to apply them, hopefully, inshallah, into the fa'ala, into the fa'ala, into the af'ala, the fa'al. So then we've thoroughly have understood the ajwafs, right? Ajwafs, right? Ajwaf means like hollow. We won't be hollow anymore, right? We'll be full, satiated with this, hopefully, inshallah ta'ala. All right. So these three are done. Now, if we actually go to the Quran, let me get a Quran. Right, here's my beautiful copy of the Quran. So now, at the moment, we still can't really kind of, exactly find all the ajwafs in the Quran, right? Because we haven't done the others. But we're going to try our best to try and see as many as possible. So, for example, like, let's have a look over here. So, okay. قل إلا ولها كتاب معلوم ما تسبق من أمة أجلها وما يسأل. Now, a lot of this you should know anyway now. So, for example, like yawaddu, we haven't done this yet, right? But you can tell this is a double letter one, and a double letter have their own rules. Kafaru, well, you know kafara, right? Kafara yakfuru, like nasara yansuru. So kafara, kafara, kafaru, kafarat, kafarata, kafarna, right? So that's something you should know. Kana, yeah, kana yakunu, right? So kana yakunu is like qala yaqulu, right? So you got kanu there. So this is a on the pattern of originally it was kawana yakunu, right? So that's a change there. ذرهم يأكلوا ويتمتعوا ويلههم الأمل فسوف يعلمون وما أهلكنا. So أهلكنا, this is from the pattern, the mazid pattern, right? So if I just bring this piece of paper out, you guys will have a better understanding of this when I show you this. Right, so it's from this pattern. أفعل pattern. Okay, so أهلكنا من قرية إلا ولها كتاب معلوم ما تسبق أمة أجلها وما يستأخرون آخرة. Right, so we have technically kind of done this. This actually falls under the istif'al pattern, but we haven't done the full present verbs and all that. Right, so يستأخرون وقالوا, you didn't قالوا. Right, so قالوا, they said, قالوا يا أيها الذي نزل عليه ذكر. So نزل follows this pattern. فعل, right? So this should be something which is straightforward from what we learnt. نزل عليه ذكر إنك لمجنون ما تأتينا. So تأتي is a fi'l. Now we haven't done this one. This is actually a combination of a hamza with a naqis, with a ya at the end, right? So that's a bit of a slightly advanced one that we're going to do later on. بالملائكة إن كنت. So now you know what kunta is. Kunta is made from kana, right? And it follows the qala pattern. So it's actually, kunta, yeah, over here, like kunta, like that. In kunta, if you are من الصادقين ما ننزل is like نزل إلا بالحق وما كانوا, right? We've done that one. إذا منظرين إنا نحن نزلنا الذكر وإنا له لحافظون نزلنا. Okay, we've done that as well. And as you can see, we can actually go through this and you can find lots of examples that are going to start to become more and more clear to you now. This example, khalat, this is actually naqis, right? So there's something at the end which is actually missing, right? So it was originally khalawat. The waw has dropped off. Why has it dropped off? There's rules behind it. Fatahna, dhalla, it's got two lams there. It's the two lam rule, right? Double letters. And yeah, so that's something you can have a go going through. What I would suggest is try to select a surah. For instance, like maybe you want to select, I don't know, surah Yasin or surah Mulk, right? So those of you guys who are doing my surah Yasin course after the 17 lessons, what I would suggest for you guys, and if anyone is interested in that, details are available on my uruk.com website, or you can just email and you'll get details. So try to do the Surah Yasin one if you're doing the Surah Yasin course with me, and that way you can have a deeper understanding of the verbs, right? So you got like Yasin wal Quran Hakim innaka lamin al mursalin ala siratin mustaqim tanzil aziz al rahim litunzira. So you got this word verb tunzira here, you got unzira over here, you got haqqa laqad haqqa al qawl haqqa, you got yu'minuna here, you got ja'alna here, and as you go through you highlight the verbs, you make a note of it, and then as you go through, you'll say, oh yeah, remember this rule over here. This follows this rule. This word follows this rule. And slowly, the words are going to start to become more and more clear to you as you go through. Right? So that's my suggestion for you guys. Anyway, what we will do now is I want to have a little practice, just to practice with you guys. Right, let's have a practice. So let's actually try some verbs here. So let's see if we can try something. I don't know, what can we try? All right, so we've got a few verbs. I'm trying to look for some good exercises. Right. Okay, so I know. What you guys can do for next lesson is this. Have a go at this. So I've actually got these examples from a book, right? So what you guys can follow is there's this book, which I have. It's called Arabic Morphology, and I'm using a lot of examples from this book. It's very, very, very nice book. Yeah. So what you guys can have a go at is you guys can have a go at these examples. Actually, instead of me writing them down, I can just show you, and you can follow this book, right? So when I explain, you'll start to understand how this book works. So over here, let me see if you guys can see. Hopefully you can see. So you got like raqa yaruqu, ja'a yaju'u, dhaqa yadhuqu, jala yajulu, rama yarumu. Right? So have a go at raqa. Ignore the present verb. Ja'a, dhaqa, jala, rama. Right? Have a go at making these for yourselves. And that way, it's just going to be extra practice for you, and it's just going to make things a lot easier as you go through. Yeah. So have a go at that, and then you can understand. Okay, oh yeah, this is how I'm supposed to do it. So I hope you guys benefit from this video. Let me know if there's anything that you need me to clarify for you in this. Hopefully, I think I did make it as clear as possible, and inshallah, I will try to check out. You can email me, or you can even put in the comments the verbs, that exercise I've given you. You can have a go at that, and if you think that you'd like examples, like for example, maybe we'll take one of those. You can say, for example, right, ju'tum, right? This is from the word to feel hungry. What does ju'tum mean? Yeah. Or for example, like ramat, it means to intend something, right? What does a ramat mean? Or for example, like let's check out another one of those words. Raqu, right? It means to surpass, or to advance, or to become beautiful as well. Raqa. Yeah. So have a go at these. Raqu actually mean just to become beautiful, right, instead of advance. So have a go at these. Try to see if you guys can work these out from these. Actually, let me give you a few more, I think. Okay, what does حلتن, right? So it means to obstruct. Yeah. So حلتن. So what does حلتن mean? Okay. What else? ذقتي, to taste. Right, have a go at these then. Have a go at these, I think, and see if you guys can work out how these became. So the answer is not simply just give me the translation of what these words mean. I want you to break down for me what they were originally and how they became this. Right, so have a go at this, and we'll see in the comments, inshallah, how you guys fare. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you very much to all my patrons, all of you guys who support me in this channel. If you guys want to become patrons and support me in this channel, then check out the links. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullah khair for watching this video. I hope to see all of you guys. If you guys are interested, please leave us feedback, get in contact with us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullah khair, guys, for all of your support. Without your support, I wouldn't have been able to produce the videos that I've put up on my YouTube channel. And there is so much more that I really want to do. And without the support of you guys who are patrons, generously supporting this channel, I've been able to get myself a camera, which, as you guys can see, the quality of this camera, a mic system, software. I've been able to hire an editor. So what do I want to do? I want to make lots and lots and lots of more videos for beginners, for intermediate, advanced, in the subjects like Arabic and fiqh and hadith and tafsir and aqidah and all those other things as well. And for this to happen, again, this channel needs support. So if you guys want to become patrons and support this channel, then check out the link below. Also, if you do become patrons, you'll have access to videos that I don't put up on my normal YouTube channel. So check that out, inshallah. And there's most other perks as well that you guys can benefit from. And if you want to access this channel through social media, we've got Twitter, we've got Instagram, Facebook page, and other things as well that you can visit. So Jazakumullah khair again, guys. Thank you very much for your support. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.